Yes, warrior. Yes? Put that to good use.
I need a key. Join my army of the dead.
I need a key.
Thanks.
And whoever all... Now, we have to go hunting for this a little bit. This might not fully work. This may be multiple tries. We'll just have to see. This isn't like your stained glass or anything like that. This is a proper crazy Easter egg that I imagine 99.999% of you do not know. If you do know about this, congratulations. This is wild. Hello. So, we are going to hang out. And for those of you who know, you may already know what's about to happen. For those of you that don't, take a look. The souls have stopped. And now, they will start making letters. We have a D. We have an L. We have an E. We have an M. We have a V, I believe. That one's maybe a W. That one's tough. That just looked like an X. No. What's this, an R? Wait, was it a K? We have an S, I would believe.
I need a key.
And they are done and back to attacking. That is right. This is one of the weirdest, strangest Easter eggs that exist within this game. If you get 4 souls with nothing else around and a lot of distance, like you have to clear out a good amount of the space around them, the 4 souls will then come together, stop attacking you, split into very specific ways, and spell out letters. Now, what do these letters mean? We do not know. Even David Brevik says he did not know what the letters meant. But there was a D, an E, and an M, for which David Brevik, Eric Schaefer, and Max Schaefer are all the designers of the game. Rick Sace is a programmer. Phil Shank is an artist. I believe there was a P and an R in there. Kurt Beaver is a writer. There's a K. Stieg Hedlund was a writer. There was an S. Matthew Householder, there was an M. Phil Shank with a P. Robert Valera. Thus, potentially all of these letters. There's our E for Eric. We had our D for David, our E for Eric. Our M for Max, I believe, is going to be the next one. This has been in the game since 1.07. This was not just in the old game. Now this one is speculated to be a V, at which case the only question could be Robert Valera is a V, but there's nobody that they can think of that had a V name. That's an R right there for Rick. I'm guessing this is the P. You don't think it's a V, you think it's a demon skull for funsies? Potentially. That's our S for Stieg. And again, there's still Matthew Householder and Phil Shank, which cover a couple of them, and then they are done. So again, that is the speculation, that it is the letters of the first names of every developer, except there is just one right there that we aren't certain of. Absolutely wild. And you know what else exists now after this? You also have infinite magic find. And I'm not just saying that. For the next 10 minutes after this happens, your magic find is boosted an insane amount. After this happens, your magic find is boosted an insane amount. It's for 19 hours, not 10 minutes. I thought it was for 10 minutes. That was what I was told. But maybe, no, it does not show in your stats. It does not show up anywhere. It is server side. You were told 19 hours. It's 19 hours, but only a single game. Yes, you cannot leave the game. You cannot, if you die, if you do any of those things that would normally dispel those sorts of things, it will break. I say infinite magic find. I don't mean infinite like you have perfect crazy magic find, but you do have a large boost to your magic find for the rest of said game. This is a terrible character for this. I just picked it because he has 95 light res, but he's a horrible character to go around and like kill a bunch of stuff to try and get things. So yes, you cannot leave the game and you cannot die. But other than that, this is truly awful. Go kill Mephisto. I'm trying to. I don't have Mephisto. So let me see if we can go and get Mephisto. I'm like out of everything and horrible. Again, I picked the terrible character for this. He doesn't even have TP staff. In 19 hours, you can clear every single area. That's why I believe it was 10 hours. 50,000 MF versus 500 MF is like 1% better. Yes. Now, the nice thing about this guy, let me go to players 5, sure. The nice thing about this guy is he has 6% MF, so he should not be finding anything whatsoever. He should not find anything whatsoever. So we'll see if we can get, a little bit more here and get some thingies. But you were thinking this would affect speedruns more? How so? Just by boosting magic find? That's why I think it's 10 minutes and not forever. Yeah, I has to kill things first. Exactly. Alright, so we got 2 rares out of that. Pretty good. Let's go to Mr. Mephisto. Oh, Grayling, yeah. And we actually were able to get a set item out of that. Again, with 6% MF, a set item, and a rare. Not bad. So, yeah, it is. I mean, this honestly has to be the craziest. That's actually pretty good for no MF. This actually has to be the craziest character, though, or the craziest bug in existence. Feature. One, that there is the potential of this magic find, right? Gaining this giant magic find boost for whether it's 10 minutes or 19 hours. And 2, that there is the spelling from the souls. What an amazing Easter egg. I mean, absolutely mind-blowing. So shout out to the guys from Frozen Keep and whoever all figured this out. This is crazy. This is just absolutely crazy. Yeah. It's one of those things where you don't even believe it. Somebody's like, hey, if you go get 4 souls together and let them tag you for a bit, they'll stop and spell things. You're like, what? Shut up. No, they won't. But they do. There you go. We got to see it. I don't know. I think this is absolutely mind-blowing. This is like somebody telling you Mew's under the truck, but then Mew is actually under the truck. I hope you thought this was cool. I think this is brilliant. Mwah. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. Peace, everybody. What's up, YouTube? Mr. Missy here, and today I'm gonna give you guys proof about the magic find buff in Diablo 2. Now, I made the Easter egg video before, and it was pretty cool because the main thing I wanted to focus on that was the Easter egg of showing the souls stopping, showing all the letters, all that cool stuff. I think it was just really awesome, really beautiful. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it in the description below or something. But you'll also get to kind of see it here anyways, so, you know, whatever. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to show off the magic find boost, because that was something that I said was, hey, you also get infinite magic find when you go ahead and do this as well. And then I went ahead and didn't prove it very well because I had a character that just had a bunch of lightning resist. So he just wouldn't get killed by the souls when he was cleaning everything up. But he wasn't very good at going and killing stuff. So it was like, does this really prove that you get increased magic find? Not really. And a lot of people were like, I don't believe it. Which is fair, because again, I did a terrible job. So today, we're going to do a much better job of it. So, the first thing is I am in a mod called BT Diablo, made by our friend BT Neanderthal. And one thing that he did with this mod is he gave you minus magic find. That's right, to make this game just even harder, he gave you a negative, let's see, I believe 150. I must have a 3% charm. There it is. Oh, 7%. He gave you minus magic find, so maybe it's minus 200 or something. Whatever. You do not get to have magic find when you're playing this game, and you have to do a lot of work to get it. So what this means is, when you're going around and when you're killing things, everything that's dropping, as you can see, is white or is socketed. Finding magic items, finding rare items is very, very hard to do. Because, of course, you have negative magic find. So hopefully just seeing this right here is already starting to give you a little bit of, you know, what it looks like. I'll continue to go around and kill a few more things just for the naysayers. Rings can't be white, so that's why that ring is blue. But I do just want to show that, yes, in fact, I am not finding any magic items whatsoever. Everything that's dropping is just blue or is just white or gray. So hopefully that gives you guys enough proof that minus magic find actually works. And it's actually a really interesting idea and something that I'm like, hey, I kind of wouldn't hate if something like this did exist in Diablo 2. Because having that rarity of the items is actually interesting. Now, I think it does go a little bit too far, going all the way back to that much, but it does have this beauty to it. I don't want to get too off track here, but it does have this beauty to it where it kind of brings you back to old school Diablo, where like you find a rare armor and you're like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. It's got like 6 strength, 31 life. You're like, whoa, that's gonna be fantastic, you know? So I think that stuff is actually really cool. So now that we've established our baseline of no magic find, we will go out and get our 4 souls. That's 2 of the souls, and now we have our 4 souls. And they need to get in sync, but again, for those that are uncertain, it looks like they're not all in sync yet, because I didn't get them all at the same time. Let me see if I can pull them together. 4th soul, come here. Essentially what happens is the souls will stop attacking you and instead join into a little dance where they start writing out the letters of the developers' names. This was something introduced around like 1.07. Something along those lines. And we can see that half of them are doing it and the other half are not. You can see they were trying to make an M or an N there, but they were failing there. 1.04, sometime around then is when it was happening. So this dude is still attacking. And we just need them to chill out. And it can take a tiny bit. It's a little bit rare, a little bit different, but essentially after a little bit, they will join together. They just need to relax some. Okay, perfect. They're gonna start attacking me. So now we just got to give them a second. So what you need to do for this, I guess I can explain it while they're doing it. You need to go and get 4 souls. Gather 4 souls together with no other monsters nearby. So you want to clear everything around, probably about that much of screen. And I might come up this way because they're still not quite participating. And if it's less than 4 souls, it will also work, but they just won't, you won't get the full letters because they need the 4 souls to make the letters. So what happens here is you get 4 souls and they will attack you and whatever, but eventually they will stop attacking you and they will settle into just being stagnant. And after a few seconds, they will decide that they're going to start spelling the letters. Again, we believe it is the letters of the developers' names. It doesn't seem like they're quite ready. They're like almost ready. But these guys around me, no, they still want to attack. Not always the easiest thing. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So they've now all stopped. So now they will wait a little bit and they will begin. Hopefully. There you go. And they'll make a D first for David. Then they'll make an E for Eric. This is not hacking. You can see this. This happens, I believe, online and offline. They'll make an M for Mr. Llama. I mean Max. Max and Mr. Llama. This one, we're not exactly sure what letter this is supposed to be or what it is. Maybe it's just demon horns. Some people think it's a V. Some people say it's a Y. That doesn't seem Y-ish to me. That looks like a R for Rob. And we should have a P, I believe. I think it's trying to make a P. Then we have an S for Stieg. The P, I believe, is for Phil. The K was for Kurt there. And that right there covers your writers and developers of it all. So, cool. They made all those letters. That's awesome. And it is really cool. It's a great Easter egg. But I promised you guys infinite magic find. And if we look at our stat sheet, it still says minus 106. But we know minus 106 is not going to be dropping anything but white items. I need to go find more items. Or more monsters. Where's all the monsters at? So if I start dropping items that are not white, such as a blue scimitar, that is already showing that our magic find has increased. Now, something to remember with this game is that there is caps. A blue wolf head, a blue large axe. There are caps on magic find overall. So first off, it's diminishing returns. Second, there's literally a cap, like you can't, like 66% of items maximum can be blue or something like that. And it will continue. I'm going to go to, I don't have Travancore. Oh my God. And then, you know, rares, you can only have so many, all of this. So you are going to be running into limits of items. But for a game where I have minus 106% magic find, for me to now find 3 blues, a rare, and 1 white, I hope that shows to you and proves to you guys enough right there that we do not have negative magic find. So just because we have high magic find doesn't mean we're gonna just be getting uniques and sets all the time, because that still is absolutely just impossible in this game unless you mod it to remove the caps. But what it can do is, like I said, it can show you that we have negative magic find, and yet I just found a unique, a set, a rare, and 5 magic items. And this hopefully is proving to you that this is working. So again, your magic find is behind the scenes. It will not show up for you. But we do get magic find. How much magic find? Not exactly known. I believe the current thought is you get 150% magic find per letter that they spell. So I believe that is the current idea. Right? I think there's something else I need to put in here. Like there's one other thing I need to put here. What is it? Is it a scroll like this? Oh, what was it? Does somebody remember in BT Diablo how to make cows? There's one more piece. Again, this is a mod. A key. Key sounds right. This is a mod. The mod is not affecting... Nope, not a key. Oh, you don't need a tome. That's it. The mod is not affecting the drops of that in any way, or any of the things making all that stuff happen. The mod is purely giving us this negative magic find, which is what I wanted to have, so then I could show you how much you get. Now, how long do you get this for? Surprisingly, I was wrong in my last video. The other person was right. So I apologize for being wrong. I mean, look at this magic find. This is crazy. This lasts for 19 hours. So you now have a magic find boost for the next 19 hours. However, it has similar rules to how other kinds of weird things like this exist in the game. Yes, not 10 minutes. I don't know where I got 10 minutes from. I misread. Do we know why 19? I don't know. This does not only work on the mod version. That's what I'm trying to say. This is not specific to this mod existing. This is not hacked in from any of that. I'm just using this mod to prove to you that I do not have minus 100 magic find right now. That it actually worked. And what I mean by that is, if you leave the game, it will reset. If you die, I believe it will reset. So, what's that? Basically, what it will be good for is you can go in, you can do this cycle. You could probably do it again because, again, the thought is you get 150 magic find per letter that they spell, which then would mean if you have them do that sequence and then you go and have them do that sequence again, and then you go and have them do that sequence again, you could effectively stack infinite magic find by doing that. Right? So, in a way, it is infinite magic find. But again, remember that there is diminishing returns on magic find. So, 3,000 magic find versus 1,000 magic find is basically the exact same thing. Right? But the thought is you go, you do this, you get them to spell out all the letters, and then you clear an entire game with it. You go and do all of the, whatever the zone is. You go and clear the pits. You do the ancient tunnels. You do Endariel, Duriel, Mephisto, Diablo, Baal, the whole chaos, the Worldstone Keep. You do all of those level 85 areas, and with your insanely high magic find now, and now you're able to really get characters, especially characters that maybe don't have as great of magic find. Like my Boazon, for instance, has bad magic find because Boazons need so much 4 damage. Now she can do this. She can be great with her magic find and can continue. So, yeah. Hopefully, again, this is proof to you guys, everything right here, that the magic find is real and does actually work and exist within this. I apologize that it was poorly done in the previous video, but this should hopefully give that to you. With that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I'd be curious to see the cool things you find with this. Mwah! Kisses to you all. Peace, everybody.